Hey guys, it's JJ. Welcome back to my North Carolina Dynasty, where we made it to the playoffs. We won the ACC championship game last time around against Miami, who are also in this playoff, but they would have to go on to the final, as would we if we wanted to see them again. But yeah, we are gonna find out first who we are gonna play with or against. We made it as one of two undefeated teams to the playoff. The other one is Georgia. And I sim ahead, and we are gonna play Ohio State in the Fiesta Bowl. So we're gonna travel to the desert to face the Buckeyes. And they have a really strong team. Let's have a quick look at how teams did. Notre Dame 41-13 over Liberty. That was a very easy matchup for Notre Dame. Miami completely blown out by Oklahoma 24-49. Clemson and Oregon had a very close game, but Oregon came out ahead. And then Rutgers got blown out by Ohio State. And as we look at this Ohio State team, we have an injury report. Their top three quarterbacks are all injured. Two with a torn labrum and one with a dislocated hip. So that's not great news for Ohio State. I feel like we're catching a break in every game we get. Don't know how we did it against Miami. Also don't know how we won against Florida State and NC State in the regular season. But here we are, 13-0. And yeah, as you can see, this team has plenty of good players, most of them in the high 80s or even in the 90s. Let's start with the quarterback we're going to be facing today. We're going to face a lefty in Air Noland. Awesome first name for a quarterback. I hope he doesn't air it out too much today, but we'll see. He is a solid enough quarterback, but he's a true freshman. So he has some room to grow still. Solid power, but he's not a runner, so we're probably gonna keep him in the pocket. They're one of two great running backs they have is Travion Henderson, and he's a senior. He's gonna finish this season this year and go to the NFL. He's a really good elusive back, but he has a little bit of power as well, and lots of speed. 94 speed, 95 acceleration. That's an issue, definitely. Quinshawn Judkins is the other receiver. He's a true junior, and he has really great juke and spin move. He is so good in the elusive game, but also he as well does have a little power in his game. A little bit better stiff arm, for example, as Henderson, but he does not quite have the speed. Emeka Egbuka is their top receiver, a former 5-star who's going to go to the NFL this year as well. And yeah, that kid can run routes. He also is a pretty reliable pass catcher. And most importantly, he has more than enough speed, especially against our secondary, who kind of have been a little bit of the weak spot in this dynasty. Carnell Tate is their number 2 receiver. Really solid route runner as well. Even better hands than Egbuka. Not quite the athlete, I think. A little bit less speed, but still enough. It's not bad or anything. Jeremiah Smith, a former 5-star freshman receiver. He looks really good. Not quite as polished as the other two receivers, but he's still great, and he already is a great pass catcher. The route running is going to have to be a little bit more refined, but that 94 speed, 96 acceleration is definitely going to help him. And then they all obviously have a good O-line. No need to talk about that, and they also do not really have any great injuries there. Jack Sawyer is their top edge rusher, and he's one of the best players on the team. 90 block shed, 92 power moves. Even the finesse moves isn't half bad, and lots of strength. 91 acceleration. That kid is, yeah, scaring me. Tyleik Williams is their top defensive tackle and on the interior. He looks really good as well. They have a couple of really good edge rushers and a couple of really good defensive tackles. So much to worry about. That kid can stop the run, stop the pass. 67 finesse moves isn't great, but he has lots of power. So I don't think that's going to impact anything too much. If there's one weak spot on the team, it might maybe be linebacker, where Cody Simon is their best player. And the weak spot is coverage. He looks pretty good, except coverage. I mean, 79 isn't bad, but it's also not great. And 83 speed is also nothing special, and that's their best linebacker. So that might be one area of weakness. But if you have a weakness on your team, it might as well be linebacker, right? And then their top corner, Denzel Burke, has 94 zone coverage, 79 catching, 88 man coverage, 91 press. And enough athleticism. This kid looks really good. Now, their number 2 corner is Davison Igbinusoon. Not sure about the pronunciation there, but he looks really good as well. 83 man coverage, 86 press. His hands are not quite where they should be. Well, I mean, 80 catches isn't half bad, but could be better. And more than enough zone coverage as well. That's not bad either. 84 with 86 play rec, and then definitely enough speed as well. And then they have an absolutely elite free safety, former 5-star Caleb Downs out of Metro Atlanta. 6 feet, 205. He's a sophomore. 88 pursuit, 83 tackle, 92 play rec, and 91 hit power. That already should be enough for the run game. But then he also has 93 zone coverage and 91 speed. Like, how are you gonna stop this kid, dude? He looks unbelievably good. But I guess we'll find out. Ohio State is definitely going to be the toughest team we've played so far. Miami was our toughest opponent this season. And for some reason we won. I really couldn't explain it. But Ohio State is on another level. Like the depth of their roster is unbelievable. They have so many good players through all the depth charts. There's good players. They really don't have a weakness. And even like linebacker, they have 3 linebackers at 85, 86, and 87 overall. That's not even a weakness. If you're looking for a weakness on this team, I guess you could call it a weakness, but it's still not a weakness, especially not against our O-line. We are running around there with like 78 overall guards and stuff, so that's not great. Or I mean, 1 guard. And then a center that's already not great, but yeah, let's get this Fiesta Bowl started. If we win, we might face Oregon or I forgot the other team, Georgia probably. But we're gonna get it off here with a run. Omarion Hampton, 6 yards. That's a good start. And now we're gonna throw it for the first time. 3rd and 4, and completely overthrown. And there is a flag down, and that is the worst PI call I've ever seen. But obviously we're gonna take it. Like we're gonna take all the help we can get on this team, as we are gonna get a screen away. And for some reason, Omarion Hampton was not tackled by that edge rusher, so he gets 6 yards. But now we're on at another 3rd and 4, and the pressure is there immediately as the complete O-line gave out there, and Tyleek Williams is in the backfield. So we have to punt it away, and the Buckeyes are gonna take over on offense now, and they are gonna run it. Nice piece of running there by Travion Henderson. That was about 8 yards. Now 3rd and 2, and they're gonna run the read option, and that was not a good call at all. Noland goes down with a TFL here, and that's gonna be a punt right back to Nate McCollum, who lines up in the backfield and for some reason can outrun the pursuit. And he has got a really good return down to the Ohio State 41. 2nd and 11 as Max Johnson is going to hand it off, and that's Omarion Hampton up the middle, and that's a new first down, 12 yards. Great run. 1st down and 10. Are they going to hand it off again? Yes, they do. It's Omarion Hampton. You know it, baby. And that's another 1st down. 10 more. Convert it. Now we're inside the red zone, and we're going to throw it here with Max Johnson, the lefty, and Bryson Nesbitt gets 7 yards. The reliable tight end. 2nd and 3, and they are going to hand it off again as Hampton does get the 1st down. That's a pretty generous spot, I'd say, but 1st down nonetheless. Now 2nd and goal from the 11, and they're going to hand it off. Hampton can't fight his way in, down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal coming up, and they are going to go with the goal line personnel. Hand off. Hampton couldn't punch it in, down to the 1, and they are going for it. No way are they wasting this great opportunity as Hampton finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown Tar Heels, and UNC takes a 7-0 lead. Now let's see how Ohio State is going to respond to this aggressiveness. As that's a one-on-one, and that's caught. Are you kidding me? Noland airs it out, and he's got a first down. Down the field, that's a pretty good one-on-one, pretty good coverage, but it didn't really matter. And now this time he's going to throw it away as the pressure got to him. 3rd and 8 now from the 35. And he resets his feet, has a man wide open, and that's another first down as Noland is airing it out here. First down and 10. Now they are going to pass it again. Play action. Almost in the end zone. That's down at the 2. Tate with a nice catch on the outside. 1st and goal, and they are going to hand it off to Henderson into the end zone. Diving touchdown. And the Buckeyes tie up this game at 7. The Desert has a great game on its hands. We're tied at 7, and the first quarter is about to close out as UNC is going to hand it off again. And for some reason, somebody missed completely on the tackle there. That's a 6-yard gain to Hampton. Now 3rd and 4. Hampton up the middle. Run fits looked good, but they stuff it. 4th down and 1 at your own 34-yard line. They did line up to try to run a play, and they got him to jump. Don't think they were actually going to run it, but that's a free first down. We'll take it. Omarion Hampton lines up in the backfield, and he gets another handoff. Good disengagement there by the linebacker, and that's going to be a 5-yard run. 3rd and 1 now, and handoff is going to go to Omarion Hampton, and he's got another first down. And they are going to move the chains again. First down and 10. And Johnson is sacked almost. He did get it away, but that's going to be an incomplete pass. And now 3rd down and 7 as Johnson is going to get it away. And Nate McCullum can't hang on. And that would have been an easy first down catch there. But he can't hang on. And that's Judkins with a 6-yard run as Ohio State is going to try to move the chains here. 3rd down and 2. And Noland throws it to the outside, and whiffing on the tackle is the entire defense. I think there was Elijah Huzzy as Ohio State moves closer to midfield. There is another catch made. First down, Ohio State. And now they're going to motion in a receiver, and that's a screen. And to the outside, turning upfield, I think that's Carnell Tate, and he's got the first down and more. 2nd and 10 now across midfield already, close to field goal range. They're going to set up another screen, and that one is taken down after 4-yard pickup. Now, they did not get the first down after that and had to punt it away, and that's going to be a first down to Bryson Nesbitt as UNC moves close to midfield now. 2nd and 9, and Johnson is going to hand it off again to Hampton, but there is no space. That makes it a 3rd and 7. That's going to be a tough one as Johnson has a clean pocket. He throws it and almost intercepted. What are you doing, Max? And that's going to be a punt right back to the Buckeyes. Tied at 7 still, and nowhere to go for, I think that was Henderson again. 3rd and 9. Noland is going to motion out Judkins, and he is going to throw it. And you have to throw it if you want to throw it. If you don't, you're going to get sacked, and that's exactly what happens. It's Desmond Evans, the senior edge rusher, is in the backfield. And UNC is going to force another punt. Great play by Evans there coming off the edge. And, yeah, taking down the quarterback. That was a pretty easy rep for Desmond Evans. First down and 10 now for Johnson, and Omarion Hampton ran somebody over. That's a 10-yard gain. Thank you for that, and that's a new first down. And now they are in plus territory already because the field position was so bad after the sack, and they are going to get 5 yards here with Omarion Hampton. Now 3rd down and 2, and they are going to hand it off again, obviously, but Hampton did not get it. And they are lining up to run it. 2 tight ends to the right. Do they try to get him to jump? Yes, no, they don't. And that's going to be a first down anyway. They're just going to run the play, run it up the middle, get the first down. And now they're letting tick down the clock a little bit as Hampton gets nowhere. Lost a 2 on first down. Now 2nd and 12. And Johnson, that's a catch made by Pesor. As we are now 3rd and 6 at the 29. And that catch is broken up. McCullum needs to hang on to that one. And that's going to be a field goal try. And right down the middle, it's good. 46-yarders knocked through, and UNC's got some points. Burnett with the field goal. And now 22 seconds on the clock for Ohio State to try to make something happen. And Noland is going down again, and that's another sack for Desmond Evans. And it's pretty surprising that Kamon Rucker hasn't done anything special, but that's going to lead us to halftime. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We are having a doozy here. It's 10-7 for UNC, and Omarion Hampton has already carried the ball 22 times in the first half. And that surely can't keep up, as Ohio State is going to start it with the run in the second half. That's a 4-yard gain, not too far. Now Noland is going to hand it off. No, that's a play-action shot. And on the outside, it's broken up. Nice play by Jabron Harvey. Now 3rd and 6, and Noland is going to get pressured and sacked. And that's Bo Atkinson and Kamon Rucker arriving at the same time. Nice play by both of them, as Kamon Rucker has a really tight matchup here against the right tackle. It's really tough. But Bo Atkinson and Kamon Rucker on the sack there. They have to punt it away. And now UNC gets the ball back. And on 2nd and 8, Nesbitt fumbles it away. And thank God UNC falls back on it. That was Kobe Pesor. They keep possession. 2nd and 7 now. And they're going to have a RPO to the outside. And on the hitch, it's incomplete. J.J. Jones, no catches today so far. 3rd and 7. Johnson is going to get it away, and that's caught by Nesbitt. And that catch is also made. 13 yards for the tight end. And now that you're almost in field goal range, and this is a nice piece of running. Omarion Hampton runs it up the middle, but our center, Austin Blasky, is probably not going to come back. We're now having a 56 overall center in the middle there, as Omarion Hampton does not get the first down on that one, but that was none other than center, honestly. 4th and inches, and they're going to go for it again, and Hampton gets another first down. That's 4 yards. They just can't stop it, and UNC is aggressive because they know they are outmatched on the just roster quality standpoint, as we have another drop on the outside. That's J.J. Jones, the number 1 receiver. You need to come down with a few of these grabs, man. And there's the pressure arriving, and Johnson does get it away, but that's incomplete. Knocked away from Bryson Nesbitt. 4th down, and now they're just going to take the points. 4th and 8 was not as probable to convert. And now that's a 13-7 game. And UNC leads Ohio State by 6 points halfway through the 3rd quarter. Didn't think we'd be here, as Henderson gets a few yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 3. Aaron Noland is going to motion over. That's probably Tate, right? And he's going to air it out, and over there, that's Carnell Tate on the first down catch. Runs upfield, gains about 8 yards. And now they are going to run it with Henderson, and he's got some nice space there. That's 6 yards. Makes it 2nd and 4. Noland has Henderson in the backfield, and they are going to go play action again. And Noland has lots of time, and time runs out. That's a sack. Kamon Rucker in the backfield again. Splits the sack again with, is that Jabari Ritzy? I'm not sure. But North Carolina with another big sack. Kamon Rucker, the future first-round pick. And I hope this isn't the last we see on him. So he's a senior. He's going to leave. If we lose this game, this is his last game. As we have a 3rd and 14, and it's converted on the outside. Are you kidding me, dude? Jesus. How can you allow these easy catches, as we have Henderson running it to the right, and he breaks a couple tackles and then tries to fall ahead. That's 7 yards. Nice piece of running for Henderson. Should have been a loss, honestly. 2nd and 3, and they're going to hand it off to Judkins, and up the middle, and the middle of the field is wide open. That's a touchdown, Buckeyes. And Ohio State takes the lead. It's Quinshon Judkins. Now it's a 1-point game, And UNC is forced to do something about it, as Hampton is going to run it up the middle. That's not even a run up the middle at all. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. They're just going to have a screen out there. That's the run up the middle, as Omari and Hampton, 11 yards on that one too. He had 11 after the catch on that screen, and bulldoze somebody for the first down. That's a nice piece of running there. But sadly now he shows that he's not a great pass catcher, and that's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, and that's a handoff to Darwin Barlow. And he gets about 8 yards. That's a good run to set up this 3rd and 2 as we're ending the 3rd quarter. And that's a nice lane to the outside. Great block by the tight ends. And that's a great run. 18 yards for Hampton. But he shows some sign of wear and tear now, and does not outrun the edge rusher there. That's actually a linebacker. So that's going to be it. Hampton is done for the day. It's the Darwin Barlow show now, as UNC is going to try to get some points here. And that one was incomplete as well. 46-yard try. We had that earlier, and that's going to be good. UNC with another field goal, retaking the lead. It's 16-14. And Ohio State is back on offense, as Noland is going to keep it. Lost the football. The ball's still loose, and that's going to be recovered by UNC. North Carolina with the recovery. It's DeAndre Boykins, a safety that also plays a little bit of linebacker. And UNC is going to take over at the 22-yard line. Great field position. Now you need to go get some points, but that's not a great start. As on the false start, they're going to catch, I think there was a left guard. 2nd and 13 after a 2-yard run on 1st down, and Barlow gets a few back, but it's still going to be 3rd and 9, so really tough going here. And they're going to have to pass it, as Max Johnson, 3-man pressure. Should have let it develop. That's incomplete as Paysor drops it. He was open, but he wouldn't have gotten the 1st down anyway. So this is gonna be a 38-yard field goal, and that's good as well. And UNC is up by 5. They're just gonna take all the points they can get here. That 4th and 9 would have not worked at all. And so Ohio State is gonna be back on offense, as Henderson gets 7 yards on that run. Now 2nd and 3, and they are gonna hand it off to Henderson again, and he's got a lot of room. 11 yards, 1st down easily. Ohio State back on track. 1st down and 10, and Noland has a nice pocket, and he gets it away to Tate, and he breaks a tackle and fights ahead. Got 17 yards out of that. That was just like a 7-yard pass, and he falls ahead and fights. Nice piece of running there after the catch, as Henderson gets 6 yards on that one. And you can kind of see that the UNC defense is kind of gassed. And Henderson is just going to run it up the right side, and that's a nice 15-yard run. And suddenly Ohio State is back in field goal range. Can they top it off with a touchdown? As Nolan, 2nd and 10, he resets, gets it away, and that is caught. Are you kidding me, dude? They make the catch. It's tight end G. Scott. He got the catch on the outside, and now they're going to run the read option play, and that's not going to go anywhere, as Desmond Evans forces a loss. 3rd and 11. Noland has some time, resets, and throws it away. Finally, UNC gets off the field. It's a field goal try for the Buckeyes, and that one's right down the middle. Ohio State closes the gap a little bit. It's now a two-point game again. 17-19, and now 5 minutes left. It's crunch time. You gotta run out this clock, as Barlow gets a nice 10-yard run. And we're not gonna see any Hampton anymore. He is severely injured, lacking 12 speed. And that's a 2-yard loss. And that's Tyleek Williams again in the backfield. He just looks so good. 3rd and 9. That's gonna be a tough 3rd down, but wide open over the middle. It's Bryson Nesbitt. And he converts. That's a 23-yard reception. Great play by the tight end, and that's almost field goal range now, as Barlow is going to run it up the right side. That's a 9-yard gain. Now 2nd and 1, and they are running down this clock. We're already at 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and that play is going to get us to halftime. A couple of yards there for Barlow. And here we are, not halftime, I meant the 2-minute warning. And they're going to run it again here. Barlow, nowhere to go. That's stuffed very quickly. As UNC is going to take a timeout here. 2nd and 8, and they're going to motion over Nesbitt to the other side. And they're going to run it with Barlow again up the middle. Stuffed again, 3 yards on the carry. But now it's going to be 3rd and 5. Do they pass or do they run? Motion man is Pesor, and they are going to hand it off. And Barlow just got absolutely nowhere. That's 4th down, and Ohio State has used all their 3 timeouts. Field goal is up and good. UNC is up by 5 again. It takes a touchdown to win for Ohio State, as they are going to get 1 minute and 45 seconds on the clock, but no timeouts. They used all of those, as Noland should have been sacked. That ball came out at the absolute last 10th of a second. 2nd and 10. Noland pressured again. Resets, throws away. Rucker just missed him barely. Should have taken him down. 3rd and 10. Noland, it's a 4-man pressure, and that one is incomplete. Great coverage over the middle. And now the game is on the line. 4th down and 10. Air, Noland launches one. Somebody's behind the defense. Are you kidding me? Ohio State with a 90-yard touchdown. And the Buckeyes take the lead. What happened? It was cover 4. How could you mess this up? That's Jeremiah Smith, the freshman, and he has all the speed in the world. But that was cover 4, and they gave extra 15-yard cushions on the play as well. And the safeties just somehow gave it up. And Henderson is going to try to get the 2-point now, but he's not going anywhere on that one. So that's going to be a 1-point lead. And UNC's got 80 seconds to get some points. And that's J.J. Jones. Finally a catch for him. That kid has been dropping everything today. And we get a 1st down. 1 minute and 16 seconds. 0 blitz. And Johnson did not see it coming. He goes down, but he got the ball away at least. 2nd and 10. Max Johnson has a man on the over the middle. That's a little bit too short. McCollum with a 6-yard gain. 3rd and 4. They're going to hurry up. We have 1 minute left in the game. Johnson caught. It's Bryson Nesbitt. And that's almost field goal range. 2nd and 10. Johnson is going to almost get sacked again. Jesus. Need to get rid of the ball a little bit quicker, but we having some bad O-line play here, as Johnson can't get it off this time either, and it's 4th down. 56-yard field goal try. Burnett is gonna shank it wide left, and that was it. 24 seconds on the clock, and that's it. That's the season done. Tar Heels are one and done in the postseason. And all it took was a 56-yard field goal. To be honest, it was a pretty far field goal. Kind of had to give it his all, but I think we can be proud of this season. We lost by 1 point. We should have won this game, honestly, but man, that 90-yard touchdown by Jeremiah Smith, unbelievable. That was a cover 4 call. And I gave extra cushion over the top, and I told the defense it was going to be a pass. And somehow, the strong safety just messed it up. Completely whiffing on the coverage, and a linebacker not being able to keep up with Jeremiah Smith's speed is not surprising, to be honest. So, and then, well, we had so many drops throughout the game. I mean, on the other side, the coverage was usually pretty tight. They have some really good corners and safety. That's no surprise there, but so many drops, man. Just look at the right side. That's 7 drops in this game, and 11 for 24 or something. I think Max Johnson was. That's where we lost it. I think we couldn't get the touchdowns, and that cost us in the end, because we could have run up the score with touchdowns, but we never could get it going on 3rd down. Those third and longs, they killed us, and yeah, that's where we lost the game. That's why we kept it close, and then that horrible coverage bust against Jeremiah Smith. Sometimes that stuff happens. Field goal, yeah, I mean, it's a 56-yarder. Of course I'm gonna try to max out the power. I think I already got lucky with a couple of the others field goal that were pretty long, all of them. But yeah, last game we've ever seen, Desmond Evans, Kayvon Rucker, our 2 edge rushers, Bryson Nesbitt, our tight end, and of course, running back Omarion Hampton. They are all gonna go to the NFL now, and probably along with our right guard, I think, is also a senior, also gonna go to the NFL. That's the last we've seen. Probably should have tried to include what's his name, Bryson Nesbitt a little bit more, give him a little bit more targets. But yeah, this is how the quarterfinal plays out. We have Notre Dame completely whipping out Louisiana. That was not even close. Notre Dame just had the easiest walkover, Liberty and Louisiana. And then Oklahoma loses to Georgia, and then Oregon beats Michigan. So we have Notre Dame and Georgia playing it out in the one semifinal. That's, I think, the Cotton Bowl. And then that game was won by Georgia. And then the other game was going to be Oregon against Ohio State. And Oregon did win. And they went on to win it all. They beat Georgia. Georgia gave it up in the third quarter and couldn't come back. That was a nice game as well, probably, to watch. Pretty close game in the end there with a tried fourth quarter comeback. But that's how our season ends. Next episode is going to be the off season. I think this is a really good start. Next season is definitely going to be different. We're not going to win as much next year because we just lost all of our best players, and kind of the back that this team is constructed on, with a heavy run game, a running back that breaks all kinds of tackles all over the place, a tight end that catches everything. Actually, I think we still have that next year. We have a couple of more tight ends on the roster that are really good, but we lose our great edge rush, and we're not going to be able to replace them. So, and our best guard. So that's disappointing, but on the plus side, we won the ACC championship game, and that's already one goal down. Let's try to get to the national championship in a couple years. I probably don't think it'll happen next year, but we'll see. That's gonna be doing it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more Tar Heels Dynasty. See you in the next episode. Until then, have a great day.